Welcome to the Let Us Live podcast, episode number 3. If you're new here, I'm Kyle.
I'm James.
Andrew.
And just to let y'all know, the Lakers are the champs, baby.
You're fucking ugly.
Oh no, I'm ugly.
They didn't deserve it.
How not?
The Heat deserved it.
How?
Because
he thinks Tyler Herro is cute.
This is true.
Jimmy Butler deserved it
How?
more than LeBron.
How?
He didn't have to go to a team with a superstar.
Technically, AD came to him.
Yeah. So stupid. No, I mean, the Heat played good, though. The Heat played good.
How many games did they win? 1 or 2?
2.
That's what it was.
Because they won in Game 6. So.
Yeah, wait, what?
They won in Game 6. They
Yeah.
won 2. It's 4-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
So how did they deserve it if they got blown out by like 30? Hold on, in the first half.
It's stupid. And they came back. So
Why'd
who
they come
deserved it
back?
more?
Why'd they come back?
So who deserved it more?
The Lakers?
Stupid.
How not?
Why?
How not?
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
I fucking hate you. I hate it here. No, but like I was saying anyways, I think they'll be back next year. Probably not finals, but playoffs.
You still think they need Bradley Beal to get him over that hump?
I think it would help having an established scorer other than
Does it
Jimmy
need to be
Butler.
Bradley Beal?
I mean, preferably, I think. Because what are the scores on the free agent market?
Well, it depends what you're looking for. You're looking for an all-star, or you're looking for someone who can give you
A
15?
scorer, a consistent scorer, 20, 25 plus a night,
I don't even
day
think...
in and day out.
I mean, that's not the way the Heat play.
Why?
Because everybody on that roster drops 10.
All right, well, look at this. Like the fucking finals. They needed someone to score. They're not going to hold the Lakers to under 100. So you got to
Exactly.
keep up in terms of
That's why they're
scoring.
not coming back.
So that's why I'm saying you got to bring in a scorer.
Well, they're not going to.
Why not?
How? They got no money.
Trades.
Woohoo!
Trade Tyler Herro, bro.
They're not trading Tyler Herro.
Nah, they won't.
They're not trading Tyler Herro. They're not trading Bam.
Well, he's what, 6 years younger than Bradley Beal? Something like that.
I mean, yeah, I think he was 20 in the finals.
Yeah.
And Bradley Beal is
26.
probably in his prime right now. Yeah, 26 probably.
Yeah.
I mean, and him and John Wall are pretty much boys. John Wall's coming back. Who knows if he's going to stay healthy.
With
So-
Rui?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think Rui will develop into something good, though. That'll be a good team, but John Wall's on his way up. Especially after that Achilles. It was an Achilles injury, right?
Yeah, it went from his knee, then Achilles.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. I think he's done. He'll come back for a season or two, but I don't think he's going to perform like he used to.
I think he's done.
Yeah.
Like retirement.
Not retirement, but in
His-
terms of
Like his all-star
prime
race.
years, yeah, they're behind him.
I can see that. I agree with
Yeah.
that.
And plus, I don't think he plays to kind of like the league standard, I guess. You know, he's like kind of like how DeMar DeRozan doesn't fit the league standard anymore. How he only fucking shoots middies, layups.
Mm-hmm. He's one of the worst three-point shooters in the league, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of like I don't think John Wall fits that point guard mold.
He's a free
anymore.
agent.
Who?
DeMar DeRozan, I think.
Who's gonna pick him up? I wouldn't pick
Shit,
him up.
maybe the Heat.
I don't think that'll work. That spacing would be ass.
Well, that's him. Yeah, him and Jimmy together wouldn't be good, but getting 20, 25
and
a night.
Bam can't even shoot a midi.
Yeah, but getting 20, 25 nights is what you wanted.
But that spacing is gonna be ass. They need someone to space the court out. And I mean, you got Duncan Robinson and Tyler Herro, but no one really respects him yet. I mean, I think Duncan Robinson probably got more respect than Tyler Herro after the finals.
Well, yeah, because
As a shooter,
he had the bigger games.
Yeah.
He had 26 one game,
yeah,
and Tyler Herro's probably best game was 16,
Yeah.
15. Terrible shooting nights. Not terrible. Shot
I think
under 50%.
he played better on the defensive end.
Who? Duncan Robinson? Tyler Herro.
Tyler Herro.
The only thing I like about Duncan Robinson is he puts his body on the line at least. At least he tries to get there. Something I really respect for a defender, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Tyler Herro was just trying to cut foul calls.
Yeah, for Kataya.
Stupid. Fuck Kyle Kuzma though,
Well, why?
because he played like ass.
He's cute though. And his name is Kyle. Ha ha ha.
Stupid. Nah, I mean, I think the Lakers are lucky with how their bench played, and even with how Kyle Kuzma and Danny Green played, because they didn't deserve it.
Kuzma didn't deserve it. We did this
Yeah.
last episode. Kuzma was consistent the whole finals,
Nah, bro.
except for one game, I think.
Nah.
I think he consistently hit double digits at least.
Mm-hmm. And
Well-
he was knocked down from corner. That's all
What
you
about
need with a LeBron
defense?
team. Hey man, relax. He don't play defense.
Stupid.
You
like
gotta play defense if you're outscoring, you know? If you're
Stupid.
outscoring people.
No,
you
but
gotta
I
play
mean,
defense.
if AD though, if he decides to stay, they'll have a good team. I just don't think that they can run it back the same way again.
well, Rondo opted out.
Oh shit, did he?
He opted out today.
Oh fuck.
I think he would stay. People are saying he's gonna get paid like $8 million. I think he's gonna stay. I think he's gonna want to run it, especially after what he said about him and LeBron. I don't know if you guys saw the video.
Oh, with like the high IQ and whatnot.
Yeah, when he was like, when LeBron lost and the Cavs lost to the Warriors 2017 or whatever, he thought that to himself about how
He wanted to play with him, right?
yeah, and like no team will beat them in a 7-game series if they're together, which is true. It happened.
Do you think he opted out so he can get a restructured contract for maybe
Just
for
for
less,
the
so they
money?
can try to bring someone else in,
Maybe, or like protection. You know how contracts nowadays you need like
or get injury clause or something?
like let's say he re-signed for 1 year, got hurt, they don't re-sign him.
Yeah.
Like maybe he'll want to sign a 2-3 year deal
Yeah.
with a team option. I doubt a team option, but
You think though,
yeah.
with like most other teams coming back healthy, the Lakers can still run it back as easily as they did this year? Like specifically the Warriors, right? Because like,
I think it really depends what the Warriors do with the second pick.
you think so?
Because if the Warriors bring in, let's say Anthony Edwards drops to the second
Yeah.
pick, sure he's a great offensive player, but he's basically Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is a great offensive player. Like is Clay gonna guard everybody?
Yeah.
Steph, he gets steals. That's about it. His perimeter D isn't the
But
greatest in the world.
you don't think the Warriors can keep up with the Lakers in terms of like scoring capability if they do get like a scoring big?
No, because the bigs are gonna be in foul trouble. Especially if they keep him or sign Demarcus Cousins.
But
like what it seems like.
but I mean, even at that point though, it's like you look at what they did with the fuck was his name, dude? Their fucking
Pascal?
center.
Oh,
No, before.
Spellman.
No,
Not close.
when they fucking won their chips.
Bogut? David Lee? No.
No, bruh.
Speights?
No.
Fuck Speights. Fuck you, Speights.
He was slow as fuck. He been in the league hella long.
Very
I was gonna say Beatrice, but they didn't win no chip.
Bro, let me look this shit up because
Wasn't Vergel on that team?
Yeah, that was a year
when I say Zaza, fucking Zaza, man. Like you look at those teams though that were able to win like championships with Zaza, and it's kind of like.
But see, that's a little different because all the teams were going small ball to match the Warriors. The Lakers aren't doing that.
You don't think so?
The closest the Lakers did that this year was when they played the Rockets, and that
Yeah.
they didn't play Dwight the whole series.
Yeah.
Like they were matching up, but them matching up was AD at center.
Yeah.
AD 6'11", 7 feet tall. They're not
But
matching.
he still kind of played soft though that whole series,
Oh,
even against
yeah.
like PJ Tucker.
But I think winning a chip is gonna change his mindset about everything.
Yeah.
He finally has that shit off his shoulders. So you know what I mean?
I don't know. I just think like with the Warriors coming back healthy, especially being that they didn't have like a whole off season for what 4 or 5 years, something like that. I think they can come back and win it off rip if they can get a good big man. Which I mean they obviously have a chance to through either the draft or trading. They're picking Andrew Wiggins like as a package. So. I don't know. I think a lot of people not necessarily writing them off, but they kind of forgot. You
Like
know?
what they could do.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I
don't
keep
think
seeing videos saying like how LeBron is not going to get close to it next year with them coming back.
Well, like that tweet.
And then they're saying like Kyrie's going to make the East or win him and Durant.
I
But
don't
like
know
that has nothing
about
to do with the West.
Yeah. I mean, honestly though, that Brooklyn team's gonna be good. They're gonna be deep.
I mean, they made playoffs with D'Lo, so.
I don't know. Because you don't know how their bench is going to fill out. All they have is Spencer Dinwiddie and
D'Lo was
LeVert.
there, they made playoffs.
My
yeah,
fault.
but why you say it like it's a bad
Wait,
thing?
who?
D'Lo was having a good ass year that year.
No, I know. But I'm saying they should have kept him.
Oh.
Blame
I
KD.
think so.
Yeah.
Blame KD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
They were gonna keep him.
But he got a max, right? So.
Yeah, but I mean, with the news of like Cat wanting out, like package Andrew Wiggins, that second round pick. I mean, the Timberwolves are already supposedly going to get LaMelo.
So just ship him back.
If they want to keep D'Lo, they're not shipping Cat. Vice versa. They're
You
gonna
don't
keep
think
those two together. At least let it.
Well,
see
supposedly
what can happen.
Cat wants out though.
There's reports of that, but I don't believe it. I don't believe reports until.
I mean, I can see it though because like, how long has he been in that system where it's just like nothing's happening?
He's been in the league for 5 years, 4 or 5.
Who,
right?
Cat?
Yeah.
He's
like
the same year as D'Lo, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So
16.
I thought D'Lo.
Him 16 years.
Super. No, 2016. I'm
No.
pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty sure, but I mean, huh? What did you say?
Look it up.
Oh, you're right.
Stupid.
I think-
2015.
Yeah, that's what I
2015.
was
So
thinking.
5 years. But I mean, like, just imagine though, like, I don't think the Warriors would do it though without getting Cat and like a supplemental player, like another player for their bench, right? Like a role player for their bench, because like that's a lot. If the Timberwolves have that pick too, like that's a lot. The Warriors are in win now mode. Which, I mean, having Cat, though, would help because then, I mean, he can kind of help develop Eric Pascal. I don't know how to fuck say his name.
Well, he was nice that one game we
I
went
think
to.
it's Pascal.
Oh, yeah.
He was nice as fuck that
with
game.
who?
Hey, well.
It's your boy. Anyways, no, I mean, he was hitting, though. I mean, he wasn't consistent all throughout the year, but, like, he showed signs that he can be that Draymond replacement, you know, so.
So do you see them shipping him off this offseason, Draymond?
Draymond?
They should. If they want to go pursue Giannis, they
I
have to
don't
move.
think-
They
I
have to
don't
move Wiggins or Draymond.
I don't think Giannis is actually coming to the Warriors.
No, but if they want to pursue him, if they want to show him that they want him,
I think if the Warriors are really desperate for another championship, they try and trade for Giannis this year, but the only thing being is, like, there's no guarantee he's going to come back.
but see, that's the thing. After seeing what Kawhi did with the Raptors,
Yeah.
people are gonna take the risk. Same thing the Lakers did with AD. They didn't know he was gonna come back.
Yeah.
I
Or
think- I
he
think
still
they
hasn't
did.
signed. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think, well, with his and LeBron's relationship, they probably knew he would come back if he won with LeBron.
Yeah, I mean,
And especially because he said he wants to run 9 back with
yeah,
LeBron.
and he signed with Clutch.
Mhm.
So
Well, I think if the Lakers don't win next year, because what I think is that AD will only sign another 2-year deal where he can opt out after the first year.
mhm.
But I can see that if they don't win the championship again next year, I don't think he'll stay.
Where's he going?
He's stupid.
Full swear
He's not
going
that
to Chicago.
late into his career yet.
Damn, so
He's
you're
coming.
saying that's I'm going home now.
He's coming.
End of
Yeah.
my,
Kind of like a D Wade situation, you know?
That's his tat. He's coming. I'm telling you.
Stupid.
His
no,
tat
but
is
like,
what? What's his tat?
His tat says Chicago.
yeah,
I mean, that's where he's from.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's gonna go play ball there.
It says bullshit.
stupid. Play him at center though,
Well, to
because
me-
y'all got marketing at power forward, no?
Yeah, and Wendell Carter Jr. at the 5, but it really depends how things play out
Yeah.
with the Bulls. But back to the Lakers, I think everybody's gonna resign. Like I said, I think Dwight's
Yeah.
gonna resign because of his whole
Mm-hmm.
family fiance type of thing going on.
I don't think Cousins is going to. I don't think they'll go after him because he won't really have like a role there.
The only reason I can see Cousins re-signing is because of his relationship with AD and Rondo. So, and I mean that might be enough to keep him,
I feel
but
like
who knows
there's-
about money, you
I
know,
feel like
because he's been
there's-
taking cuts the whole time.
Yeah, I just feel like their centers play different. God
Yeah.
damn, their centers play a different game than he does.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. He's still coming off an injury, a torn ACL.
Yeah,
It's the same mindset he's going to come in as when he joined the Warriors.
he has to prove
He,
himself.
he needs to prove himself. He needs to rehab. And on a team that just won the chip, and if they have that many bigs, he's not going to get that many minutes, which is good for him
Yeah,
because he needs to rehab.
He can just
Yeah.
make the most out of what he gets.
Yeah, but like when Demarcus Cousins signed with the Warriors, I thought it was a big like a bitch move, you know. I thought it was a bitch move.
Because he
Why?
took the minimum.
He took the league minimum and went there.
no one wanted him.
Bro, the Pelicans offered him 2 year, $40 million.
That was with AD still there, right?
Yeah.
Was it? I could have sworn.
They say, well, he says it was right before his injury. But
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense because right before his injury, he's putting up MVP numbers.
Mhm.
2 year, $40 million, that doesn't add up.
Maybe he wanted more. Maybe he didn't feel like he was valued.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
2 year, $40 million doesn't sound like an offer.
But has
Yeah.
he really proved himself like that?
Yeah.
They went
But
to
he
the playoffs.
But they haven't won. He hasn't won anything.
And he was still debatably top
he
three
was also
centers
on the
in the
Kings,
league.
Yeah. And
Kings are good.
back to episode 2, you went in on the Kings, what they've done wrong.
And I mean, like he was debatably top 3 centers in the league for a while, and it wasn't even like it was before centers were trying to hit threes and space the floor and whatnot and have a handle. Like he was that already.
Yeah.
He was what bigs were trying to be before they wanted to be that.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, he didn't really like change the game, you know, but he was kind of like ahead of the game in a sense. So,
but see,
I mean,
that's just another reason why I think it was like such a little like bitch move because one, he was like you said, top 3 center in the league.
Yeah.
Whenever he faced the Warriors, he hated them. There's a video of him literally going, "F the Warriors."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that. And then like he jumps to them. I mean, it's kind of like a KD scenario type of thing, where it's like I feel like as a fan, even as a Warrior fan, I feel like you have to think of it as like this guy said this and that about your team, and now he's joining. You know?
Well, I think like you also have to take into account though like how many years he's been in the league, and he never was on a winning team like that until he got to the playoffs with the Pelicans that one year. So
he tore his Achilles, right?
Yeah.
So put it this way, KD tore his Achilles in the finals last year. That's like KD going and signing with the Lakers this year because he tore his Achilles. It's the same thing. Is it not?
I guess.
Because he's arguably a top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 player in the league.
Who, KD?
Yeah.
I mean, fully healthy.
Yeah.
Best player in the league.
Stop it.
You see what he said today?
Skill set wise,
He's the best scorer ever. I don't know about best player. He doesn't have any post game. You can't tell me otherwise. Have you ever seen?
I'd take
do anything in
KD.
the
I'd
post?
take KD in the post over LeBron.
What the fuck?
Would you not?
Hell no.
Why not?
What is that?
What do you mean?
Did you not see
Like
what LeBron
all
doing?
around?
In the post? No, he said in the
yes,
post.
all around game.
But you said in the post.
Yeah, I'm saying all around game. I would take KD over LeBron. Would you not?
But are you saying you're saying in the post?
Yeah, but I'm saying right now, no.
He just wants
you
to.
don't.
He
You
just
don't.
wants to argue with like in like post game.
No, I know. Which I'm telling you, I'd still because KD can back anyone down. He might not gain much ground. Don't get me
Oh
wrong.
no, he's gonna get the shot off.
But he's gonna get a shot off, and he's gonna make that shot more often than LeBron would.
Well, what I'm trying to say is post moves. Like the presence in the post.
He just fades.
yeah.
and then hits
LeBron's
the shot.
presence in the
That's
post.
still a post move.
I know what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying that's
Get
all
that.
he can do. LeBron can do more.
You're saying he get to the basket more.
Well, I think LeBron is a better overall player than KD. So
I know, but you're saying
I
KD
think
can't get to the basket.
Okay, like
In the
I
post?
don't know. I don't agree with
I
that
don't
statement that LeBron's a better overall player right now. Maybe LeBron,
Prime?
like prime LeBron, where it was like maybe 2 years ago and before. Which I mean, arguably LeBron's still in his prime, right? Because he's putting up prime numbers for most people in their careers. But prime LeBron, yeah, debatably like fucking no one was better than him.
Mm-hmm.
But KD right now, I think he's the most skilled player in the league when fully healthy.
Did you see what he said? Someone said something about like his rings were like basically given to him,
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then he quote retweeted it.
and then he's like, "Oh, I earned mine. Like I played." Like,
Well, I think he still did because they were still playing really good teams.
Well, they couldn't win without him. When he went down, they lost everything.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They lost everything or they didn't lose everything?
No, like when KD went down in the playoffs. That was the playoffs he got hurt, right? They couldn't win without him.
Well, the way I see it is, KD did his job.
Mm-hmm.
He put up 30. If, in my opinion, Curry got carried, that's why he hasn't won a Finals MVP.
Yeah, but I also think that the reason why the Warriors lost those playoffs, or those finals, I should say, is Steve Kerr can make adjustments.
Steve Kerr isn't that good of a coach.
He's a better coach than most coaches. He's top tier coach, I would say. But the thing is that he catered a lot of his offense to Curry and KD. Whereas it's kind of like once KD went down, it's kind of like he couldn't adjust on the fly to bringing it back to Curry and Clay. Where I mean, like it kind of worked, but now you don't have KD to lock up, the number one player on the other team. Which I mean, KD was locking everyone up on D.
Yeah, and then after him is Draymond.
Yeah, and
That's a
he
scary-ass lineup.
he had his best years defensively on the Warriors for sure. And I mean, when they played LeBron, he was clamping LeBron most possessions that he guarded him. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. He outmatched LeBron when he played him.
Well, you got to see it this way. KD is on that team. So, for example, Curry, one of the top scorers in history. Clay, probably number 2 best shooter all time. Having that much firepower offensively and having Iggy on the wing.
Yeah.
Back then, a few years ago, one of the best 3-and-D guards, small forward in the league. All that going on, it makes KD's job so much easier to play defense. Because
he's not wasting as much energy on offense.
And on offense, it's so much easier for him because so much is focused on, like I said last episode, Curry getting doubled, Clay getting doubled, KD getting tripled. Yeah. That's just how it is. Yeah. So I'm not saying his numbers were inflated. I'm just saying it was a much easier way for him to put up. I'm not saying they're inflated, like I said, but like it was much easier for him to put up some godly numbers. But he did do his thing. Yeah. That's why I said earlier I think Curry got
Yeah, but I think people still downplay like what Steph was doing at least in the playoffs because he was still putting up like good numbers and he was getting boards for his size. Like he was averaging I think like 6, almost 7 boards a game.
He's only 6'3"?
6'2", 6'3". Yeah.
Senior guy, like you're my player.
Stupid.
I got 6'4".
No, but I mean, I'm excited for next season because this season was good, and I feel like it was the most even, like in terms of like teams, it was the most even season we've had, in a while. But I feel like next season will be good because now we're in the West at least. We're gonna have the Lakers, right? They're gonna have Avery Bradley back, which I think honestly, like him and Rondo in your lineup. Even if it's just Rondo starting or Bradley starting or whoever coming off the bench, whoever you decide, like that's scary good on defense, especially for guards. And then you got the Nuggets, who MPJ is probably going to develop hella this offseason. Bobo's probably going to develop a lot. He might even get some starting minutes. And I mean, they're just hella deep. If fucking what's his name? Their shooting guard.
Gary Harris.
Yeah, if he can get back to how he was playing 2 seasons ago. They're going to be a deep-ass team. Who else is there? The Rockets. I think if they can hire a good coach, get a better system, they can still be good.
Do you think they'll find like a better center too? Instead of just putting it on PJ
they might hire Ty Lue.
Yeah, but I don't think... Honestly, I think they just need a better system because you can't fucking ISO all game and expect to win that way.
I know, PJ Tucker's like 35.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, you look at the Lakers, and the Lakers in the finals, they're kind of playing like the Rockets, just with the big man. LeBron's just driving in. He's ISOing, driving in. If he doesn't have a layup or if he's not getting fouls, he's kicking to that corner. And I mean, like, how is that any different from what James Harden was doing or what Russ was doing?
I think the difference is they actually have a big. Like
no, and that's what I'm saying.
Like a big down there to clean it up. They don't have that, the Rockets.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if the Rockets can just get a slightly better system, I think their small ball lineup can work. I don't know about winning championships, but I think they'll be more competitive with a better system. So, I mean, we'll see, I guess. But the West is going to be good. You know, Warriors coming back healthy. The Blazers, always in the playoffs, or at least playoff contention.
What do you think?
Jazz, Donovan Mitchell is just getting better and better every year, so...
What do you think the... Who were you talking about?
Who?
Sorry, I'm blanking.
Oh, sorry, before you say that. The Suns?
He thinks the Suns are going to win the chip.
I don't think they're going to win the chip, but I think they showed a lot.
They should have been in the playoffs.
Those last games in the bubble, I think they showed a lot. Not only in terms of, like heart, but, I mean, just in terms of, like...
And they did that without Oubre, too.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, in terms of maturation, where it's, like, Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, like, they're a fucking good-ass duo. And I think if they can get like solid role players, which I think if Oubre develops a little bit more, he can be like that third go-to guy.
Well, the thing that's interesting is that the Timberwolves, there's a report going around that they might look to move that number 2 pick. There's some things on Twitter, people saying like they might go after Ben Simmons, even though Elton Brand said he's not trading Embiid or Ben Simmons. But they're saying they might go after Devin Booker. I doubt it that Devin Booker would get moved. Yeah. But if I'm the Timberwolves, I package fucking that number 2 pick. I package what's that dude's name? Malik Beasley. He's a hooper. Yeah. He's nice. He saved some people's fantasies before things went down with COVID. But like I just try to make a big package for Devin Booker and just keep that trio, D'Lo, Devin Booker, and Cat forever.
That's no defense though.
Hey, nowadays there is no defense.
So you're telling you,
I think
you
he's
score everybody. You're fine.
I don't know. I don't know how well that'll work. I feel like D'Lo and Devin Booker are so like ball dominant. I don't know how well that'll work.
I think they need a small forward who plays kind of like an Iguodala.
Yeah.
Where it's like he can bring it up, and like when he was with the Warriors, he would bring it up, Curry and Clay off screens, then a big just backdoor, simple pass,
True.
easy, and then their what's it called, their Mark Jackson's elevator screens or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, that was dominant.
Yeah.
That changed the game.
No, for sure.
And like if they could do that, it's a wrap for the next however years, because they're like what, 23, 24?
Yeah, I think they're like all.
But
24.
I mean,
Whoa.
like Jimmy already said it.
23.
They too soft.
We are. Well, he's 22. But yeah,
Stupid.
we're 23.
Stupid. No, but Jimmy said it. They're soft. They don't want to win.
Who? Oh,
Yeah.
Wiggins
Cat.
not there no more.
Cat though.
I don't know. You never know. He's with what's her name now?
Well, he had a tough year anyway.
Patches?
He had.
No, that's Kuzma.
Wow.
Right,
He's going to hell, bro.
But Cat had a tough year. He just lost his mom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very sad.
I mean that can motivate him too, though. You know.
Yeah. Same thing when like Jay Crowder's mom passed away. When Marcus Smart's mom passed away.
And I mean Marcus Smart, like debatably top 5 defensive point guards. Maybe even top 2.
He was one of he was on the first team defense this year, right? I thought he was
I
first
don't know if
team.
he was first team, but he might be the best defensive guard in the league.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he's better than Patrick Beverly.
Oh.
Patrick Beverly,
For real.
not even top 10. Honestly.
And he can shoot it now.
Yeah.
Seen him in the playoffs? That man's
It's because he
crazy.
stopped flopping.
No, he was still flopping.
He just got a little smarter with it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, Cats with what's her name?
Jordan Woods, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah.
So
He was first team defense this year and last year.
Ooh, Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
I
Jordan
can
Woods?
see that.
Sometimes Jordan Woods.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, he might be playing for her too. So
Stupid.
he going for MVP.
I don't know. I just don't think that because who's their coach? It's not Thibodeau no more. He got fired.
He's on the Knicks now, right? Tom Thibodeau.
I think so.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Huh?
This is my laptop.
Ryan Saunders.
Oh, that's Flip Saunders' son.
Yeah. Who
Wow.
KG said fuck him, right?
Yeah, it's kind of mean, but he did say that, and they're
And
trying to
Marcus
buy
Smart.
him, the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Who?
Well, supposedly
KG
that
and
fell
other
through
people.
though.
I think Aaron Afalo and them are in on it too. Oh, it didn't happen, or it's not
No,
gonna happen.
It fell through or something happened. I remember reading.
that sucks.
Probably not enough investors then.
Yeah, you should invest.
Yeah, maybe.
Fuck
I don't know. I just don't think the Timberwolves
You
have
got
it in
bread
them
like
to,
that?
to compete, like, you know. So
You don't think they have anything to compete? Is what you said?
no, like I don't think they have it in them to compete.
Well, what's his name? Their rookie this year, Okogie.
Oh yeah, Josh Okogie.
His signature play of the whole year was when he blocked James Harden.
Oh.
So.
Oh, when he was like clamping him that
Mhm.
whole game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically like from the Thunder.
Oh,
The boy.
Dort?
Yeah. Him and Dort.
Dort will be
they're
good.
really underrated.
I think Dort does need to lose a bit of weight though to be able to keep up with
Oh,
like
man.
a lot of the guards nowadays. But
Yeah.
Maybe, but he was later in the playoffs. He was showing. Was it? He was in the playoffs. Yeah. Right.
yeah.
He was showing. My bad, bro. The bubble playoffs all smashed together. But he was hitting shots. Like he was just strictly just driving in and defense, and then he started hitting the threes. And the
Yeah, but I
bigs.
think once other guards kind of figure out how he plays, which he plays really physical, he's gonna have to switch how he plays because he's gonna get into foul trouble real quick.
Who, Dort?
Yeah,
Well, it also just depends on how they go about Chris Paul.
yeah.
If they go with the youth movement.
You think Chris Paul's gonna stay though? I think Chris Paul might end up with a different team.
Well, he's not a free agent, so it's
Yeah.
not up to him.
Well, I'm
It's
saying
up to
like
him.
traded
I can see him
because
staying though.
I think the Bucks the Bucks said they might want to go after.
If I'm the Bucks,
him,
I'd do it.
Giannis. Yeah,
If they want to keep Giannis, they got to show him.
but they'd for sure have to give up DiVincenzo. Him and another good player.
Bledsoe.
Out.
For an aging Chris
I would-
Paul, you think so?
I would.
They have to.
They're in win now mode because of Giannis.
No, they have to give the Thunder something because the
Yeah.
Thunder are going to get good offers for Chris Paul.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, the Thunder right now they're just building because they have how many fucking first round picks do they have coming up? They have like fucking 6 or 7 in the next 2 or 3 years. So it's like
it's kind of like what the Celtics are doing.
Yeah,
they got first round picks for Paul George and Russ, right?
Dude, they got so many fucking first round picks for Paul George, just for that man to fucking hit the side of the backboard when it really mattered. So fucking bad, bro.
So if if the Warriors try to trade for Giannis, do you think Giannis gets the backlash that KD got, even though it's not really his choice? If he
I don't think the Bucks would. I don't think the Bucks would trade Giannis.
I know what I'm saying. If they ended up getting him, do you think he would get the backlash that KD got?
No, because I'm pretty sure Giannis wouldn't endorse it, especially after saying he wanted to stay with the Bucks and that he wants the Bucks to try and like build, you know. So I don't think he would get backlash, but honestly, I think the Bucks would be stupid as fuck if they do that this year.
Oh, trade him?
Yeah.
He's free agent next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he won't, but I think he should if he does go to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Clay and Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not his choice if he gets traded. Like if he doesn't do it.
If he demands a trade, that's a whole nother thing. But
no, if he demands it, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But the Warriors aren't going to give up that good of a package compared to what another team could give.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers just got lucky; they had the best offer, and then the Celtics didn't want to make an offer, which is really dumb if you ask me for AD. But it also makes sense because
I don't think the Celtics
need.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think the Celtics need AD.
With Dice and
well, they have a good amount of
first.
Bigs. I think they have a good amount of first picks too, though. These upcoming off seasons, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're looking for, I think you need a big that's not young to win. He can't be young.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if Kanter can get back to how he was playing like a season or 2 seasons ago, that's a good 5. Like, still start Tice because I think you can still develop him into something.
And defensively.
Yeah, and I feel like he has better chemistry with the team too. But honestly, after another offseason, Jaylen Brown he progressed a lot this season. Stupid boy. Jaylen Brown progressed a lot. Jason Tatum is going to be better next season for sure because he did good in the playoffs, but I don't think he performed to how he wanted to that last series.
He started the playoffs really slow.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. And then who else was it? Kemba. I feel like that's a good starting lineup.
But Kemba was kind of quiet. Like when you were watching the games, they were only talking about the stars on the team were Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. No one was mentioning.
But I think Kemba's cool with that.
Yeah, I think Kemba, after trying to lead the Hornets for so many years, I think he's finally ready to kind of like take that back seat and let
just be like, I'm a role player. I'll do
not necessarily a role player.
But, he has a certain role.
He's not the face.
But I think he knows that he's not. Yeah, he's not the face of the Celtics.
That guy anymore.
He's not. Well, not anymore because Kemba.
Well, no, I'm saying on the team, he's not the go-to guy.
Yeah, I mean, you can blame Michael Jordan for that though.
Yeah,
he never got that man help.
Yeah.
He thought maybe signing Terry Rozier was gonna make him.
He said, what was his name? Tyler Zeller or who the fuck?
Cody Zeller.
Cody Zeller. He said, "Let me get this center real quick."
Bro, you know what he offered for Justice Winslow?
No.
He offered like 3 first-round picks.
What the fuck?
I'd have to look it up.
That's so stupid.
Like, I mean, it was during the draft.
Honestly, I was a big fan of Justice Winslow, but
coming out of college, right?
Yeah, if he could have stayed healthy, he could have developed into something good. But it's like, how the fuck are you gonna develop if you're just always hurt?
He's in Memphis now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
With a boy.
Yeah, Memphis going back to the whole defensive mentality. 80 points a game only, nothing more.
With Travis, what's his name? His twin. I know his name, but the football player. What's his name? Travis what? On the Chiefs.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
Giannis Valanciunas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's still a good center. Yeah. He's solid.
Well, him and Travis, whatever.
Kelsey?
Oh, that's who I forgot. John Morant and Memphis. Like, I think after, like, with an offseason, John Morant's going to come back. And he's going to try and, like, actually get after it.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm hot about everything. Because, like, their records weren't that bad.
Yeah.
But they got Jaren Jackson Jr. with the first pick. Or was it first or second? One of the two.
Yeah.
And then they get John Morant. You know, imagine John Morant and Zach LaVine.
Stupid.
No,
but, I mean, like, who else? The Hawks. I think the Hawks can be good if they can kind of... My fault. If they can kind of figure out what their whole identity is.
Ooh.
Because I feel like Trae Young is trying too much to be like, not necessarily be like Steph, but Trae Young's trying too much to kind of be like
model his game after him a little bit.
Flashy and like showcase, you know.
He needs to relax and.
I think once, because this was his second season. I think going into his third season, I think he'll kind of like fall into like that I'm trying to win now. I'm done proving myself, like, because everyone knows he can score on any given night. Like, he's giving anyone buckets. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Yeah, but I think he needs to let Cam Reddish shine if they're trying to win.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think going into his third season, I think he'll kind of finally realize like I'm trying to win, and I got good players surrounding me to help me do that, and I don't need to like carry. You know, I don't need to be putting up all these threes every game. I don't need to be going for all these no-look passes. It's kind of like let the flow of the game come to him and just like be a point guard first. So I don't know. I think the Hawks can be good because they have fucking Clint Capella too. They have Clint Capella.
I can't wait to see that. John Collins.
They have John Collins. They have Cam Reddish. They have him.
Kevin Huerta.
Yeah, and it's like they have a. Yeah, I don't know how to fuck say it, but they have a lot of good young players, and I think it's all gonna start with Trae Young and his like leadership. Like, he has to get in that win now mode where it's kind of like fuck the stats, fuck like the flashy plays, like fuck trying to take every last shot, like
just win it.
Like, as much as LeBron gets like hate for like, oh, he passed it to Danny Green, he's always trying to make the right play. And like, oh, he should have gone up. Like, as much as hate as LeBron gets for that, it's kind of like that's the right play to make.
Yeah. So you're saying IQ wise, basically.
Yeah, I think this season like Trae's gonna kind of like take that leap, and kind of grow as a player into, you know, like being that true leader, point guard on the team.
Hopefully.
And I mean, I could see the Hawks take that step into being a playoff team. Maybe not like deep playoff, but at least like getting their foot in the door, you know? So the West is going to be real competitive. The East, it's just going to be the fucking Bucks and the Nets. I mean, the Raptors might come back, but VanVleet's going to ask for a lot of money. So.
Oh, saying the Knicks might get him. I don't know what the Knicks are trying to do, but
Knicks has been rebuilding for the last
honestly,
20 years.
the Knicks plan is always, if I can't get the superstar, I'm going to get this role player who performed last year, and I'm going to overpay him.
But Fred VanVleet is nice. But
no, he is, but I think he's gonna have that Terry Rozier effect where he's a really good role player in the minutes he gets, but then once he can finally take over a team,
he's not gonna perform.
Not perform, but he'll perform to his role player minutes.
I know, but like what they expect.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I think it's a big gamble. I think the Raptors should keep him, and then I mean Kyle Lowry's old.
Trade him.
Not trade him. He's a good leadership presence, but maybe when his contract's up, try and keep him on a cheaper contract.
Like the Udonis Haslam contract.
I think he's gonna end up being like what happened to Mike Conley. Mike Conley's a little older, coming off injury.
Yeah. Got
traded to the Jazz. Same thing that happened to Zach Randolph.
Yeah.
Marc Gasol got traded. Now they want to chip. He want to chip there.
Yeah.
But like, they were with the Grizzlies. They were the faces of the Grizzlies. Yeah. Kyle Lowry has been the face of the Raptors ever since he came from I want to say the Rockets, wherever he was before. But like, eventually, I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't blame him, but then again, like, the biggest difference is that those guys, like, they never had a chip before they got traded. Kyle Lowry already like got that, and I feel like for playing for so long, I think Kyle Lowry's like he's a pretty loyal guy. I think he would stay his whole career if he could. So I don't know.
I mean, the way I see it is, it's like it's a guard-driven league.
Yeah.
So regardless what you've done for that team, business is business.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, I could see DeMar and Kyle Lowry teaming back up, depending on if DeMar goes somewhere else. Because I highly doubt the Spurs would ever make a move for Kyle Lowry because of how they have DeJounte Murray coming up,
and Derek
then
White.
They have not Derek White.
Lonnie Walker.
And how they have Lonnie Walker. Those two guys, like, if they can stay healthy this next season and get solid minutes, they're going to progress. They're going to develop so much, and it's going to be a good lineup.
Yeah.
So,
how about you, Laker fan?
What's up? What are you asking me?
Are you sleepy?
Slight. What are you asking me?
How about you, Laker fan? What you think?
About what? The Lakers?
About anything, baby.
Danny Green a free agent this year, right?
No.
Or did he sign a 2-year?
Signed a 2-year, $15 million a year, I think.
That's so fucking bad, bro.
Well, leave him alone, bro. He's nice. Has a nice podcast. Shout out the green room. Bro, have you watched it? It's pretty cool.
Is it?
I'm the next guest, actually, so.
Stupid.
No, but it's pretty cool. When he was on the Raptors, they like him and I think his friend, whoever runs it with him, I forgot his name, but like he went with them there.
He like fly him out over there.
I think he like lived there.
Oh,
I don't know if they lived
cool.
together, but like he like lived there. Now he's in LA with them.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. And then like during the season,
Okay.
like he had Laker guests.
Yeah.
And like during the season over there, he had Raptors guests.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. Nice watch. Shout out the
That's
green
cool.
room. You feel me?
Stupid.
Nice one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Danny Green. Don't get me wrong. He a hooper. Like he can still shoot. He's still one of the better shooters in the league. I just think, I don't know, man. He just didn't
struggled
perform
with his
to.
threes though. He'd miss open ones like corners, and then I felt bad for him. He was getting death threats.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Bricking that.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's the bubble. I mean, there was shooters who were having horrible nights, and then there was people who can't fucking shoot, hitting everything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you never know that the whole layoff and then the whole like bubble thing like affected hella people. So I guess that's what
Yeah,
it was.
you never know what could happen.
Yeah,
I think people need to lay off players.
Well, if you think about it, they're away from their families for 5 months, and they can't see them unless it's like on FaceTime. And like you're not gonna see your family unless you get to the finals.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think wasn't it the second round of the playoffs?
Something like that. They allowed people. It was right before the Clippers and Nuggets.
Yeah.
So
So it was the second round of the playoffs and then the conference finals and yeah.
I bet you, but I feel like a lot of players are like, I didn't make it, it's fine. Like they're probably going like crazy over there though.
Yeah.
You're stuck in a hotel room. You can't do nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I could see that.
If you're like mentally not
Yeah.
as strong as like a lot of people, and you're trying to focus on the game and you're like struggling with no one around you,
That's
that's
true.
probably difficult.
Yeah.
Especially trying to focus.
Yeah, like back to what you're saying. I don't really like it. I'm not saying like Paul George isn't going through anything, but I didn't like how he kind of used
Yeah.
like mental stuff, like
Like
depression
mental health and
stuff,
stuff?
mental health stuff, to why he was going in this slump. And like, I'm not saying he's not going through anything, but I just feel like that's like, I don't know how to say it.
Like a cop out. Like
Yeah, it's
so
kind
he
of.
wouldn't get like heat from everybody else.
Yeah, it's kind of like because who the fuck is gonna say something to a dude who's saying like,
yeah.
I'm
like-
having mental health.
yeah,
Well, I feel like personally for me, like I don't know. I think it was cap because it's like the thing is right. It's kind of like everyone in the bubble is probably going through that same thing, and it's just kind of like you gotta do what you gotta do to kind of get through it, and then you're there to do your job. You
Yeah.
know, like if you don't think you can be there like in a mental capacity or a physical capacity, like there's people who opted out of playing in the bubble, who like you never know. Maybe if Paul George wasn't there and they gave minutes to someone else. You never know. Maybe the Clippers do better. He had 1 or 2 good games, and that was about it.
Yeah, I just found it really weird that he like said that
Yeah,
after his slump.
Yeah.
It was like if you're really advocating for that, like kind of like what DeMar DeRozan
Yeah.
has been doing,
And, like,
what
Kevin
Kevin Love
Love.
has been doing,
Yeah.
that like that's legit.
Yeah.
That's like really advocating you want to bring awareness to
Yeah.
something, but like Paul George doing it just like you said, it's like a cop out where it's
Yeah.
like you just can't handle the heat and you don't want the heat.
yeah. But I mean, you never know, right?
Yeah,
like,
people-
he could have been going through something. He could
Yeah.
have not.
And like
Yeah.
people
We'll never
calling
know.
him out on that, they're gonna be like, they're gonna look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're just saying that because you can't play ball right now.
Yeah, but like I think hooping is like kind of really like helps people calm
With
down.
that.
You know?
Well, it's
Yeah.
a mental game too, for sure. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never know though, because they be
Yeah.
doing that shit all day, every day. So
Yeah, I mean that's why some people
It's
when
different.
they're off the court they don't even think about basketball.
yeah, because
So,
it's they do that
it's their
shit
whole
so
life,
much. Yeah,
you know.
Like you talk about Willie Cauley-Stein, he goes to the Philippines and does poetry or whatever.
Want to go Philippines?
stupid.
Sure, dude, I'm down.
Oh,
As long as I can come back.
oh yeah. Where'd you go before?
I studied abroad
Stupid.
overseas.
Oh where?
Speaking of sports though,
Thank you.
y'all see that Dak Prescott injury?
That shit was I felt so bad for him. It was dude, he's leading in like yardage and everything.
Oh
and-
yeah, well it's yards per game because he's not gonna play another game.
Well,
so-
yeah. Well, no, passing yards.
yeah, that's why passing yards per game.
I know, but he's like leading the whole league. So like,
Well, I
he's just
mean,
gonna,
yeah,
Wait,
it was
how many games has it been?
4 or 5, one of those two.
5 or 6.
Yeah, but I think it was like 370 yards per game or something. Which
Well,
I mean, honestly, it's a lot.
Well, no, I was just saying, like they say, like to this point, like he had like 1,800 passing yards so far. And
So is he having a good year?
Well, he needed to because it's his contract year. So
well, hasn't he been advocating for like hella money?
Bro, he said
they
bring
offered
the
him
drinks.
They offered him like 40 mil a year, or he wants like 40 to 45 mil a year.
No,
He's
they
not gonna get
offered
it
him.
now, huh?
I'm pretty sure they offered him like 30, 35 mil a year, and he didn't want it.
Yeah, I remember I saw something like
Yeah,
that.
and the thing is, it's like he wants to be paid like a fucking Patrick Mahomes and a Lamar Jackson, and
He hasn't proved anything yet, huh?
I don't think he has improved anything, but I don't think he has the winning seasons in
And
him.
he has
to back
great
it up.
teams around him,
Yeah.
and he can't do nothing. He has CeeDee Lamb, who's great.
Well, he's a
He has-
Well, I mean,
right?
even before that, he had
He has
Amari
Amari
Cooper.
Gallup,
Yeah, he had Gallup. He had as his tight end Jason Witten, who was always a fucking.
and then he had Escobar.
I mean,
was
given
good.
Jason Witten was already out.
Wait,
of
he's
his
a rookie,
prime.
right?
Who?
C.D. Lamb.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Is he the one from that clip
Which one?
where like his girl is like looking at his phone?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
No, but Dak Prescott
highlights,
always
he's nice.
had a good he's always had a great fucking offense.
Mhm.
Yeah, his O line is amazing too.
And for some reason he can never finish better than 8-8 or 9-7, and it's just kind of like
He has the Kirk Cousins effect, but Kirk Cousins got like 90 million guaranteed
Yeah.
from the Vikings,
yeah,
but he hasn't done anything.
yeah. So I think I don't
He
know.
goes 9-7 is never.
So why the Vikings pay him?
I don't know because they're stupid.
Is it
He
kind
had one good season in Washington, I think.
That's when he was like, "You like that? You like
Well,
that blew up."
Is it kind of like that thing in sports where it's like you're like how do I say it, like
Desperate.
you're like a low market team, desperate, like a low market team, so you gotta keep what you got.
Well, I think they're stupid. They should have kept Case Keenum.
Mm-hmm.
He won them, like he got him in the playoffs. He played really well, and then I don't know where he's at now, but like they wasted hella money on him. They should have just kept Teddy Bridgewater. He was there for 2 years or whatever,
Well, I
and
mean,
he got hurt.
he's actually doing pretty good on the Panthers. I mean, given he's not playing like I expected him to play, but he's playing like a middle of the pack
But
quarterback.
if he stayed with that decent enough O line, and then he has Justin Jefferson, he has Adam Thielen, and he has Dalvin Cook, he would have been
He's-
successful.
For
'Cause
sure.
look what he
would've
did with the Saints. He went 5-0 when Drew Brees was out.
been. Yeah.
But
I mean, given that Saints team was good as fuck.
that's true.
Yeah.
But freaking going back to Dak, he wanted to get paid. He was supposed to get if he stayed playing well like he was, he would have got paid because he's franchise tagged for like $35 million. Or whatever.
Which I mean, given it's kind of like the who's the point guard that got paid? I think it was a point guard this year, or the beginning of this year, where it was like the biggest point guard contract, and then someone else got signed after that. Was it point guard?
I don't remember.
You know the team.
Nah, let me look it up. But it's kind of like that effect where they're like, oh, he's now the highest at paid at his position, and then literally like a week later, it was like, oh, now he's the highest paid at his position.
That's
So,
that's the NFL like every season.
So
Yeah.
so it's kind of like he
Like
got
they're
paid
trying to
that-
one up each other. Yeah.
Like is it the player or the organization?
No, the player. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, so-
once the player sees that, they're kind of like,
Yeah.
well, I think I performed just as well as him. Let me get paid as
Yeah.
much as him, if not more.
Yeah.
So
That sucks.
it's kind of like I feel like that's what Dak is going for. Which don't get me wrong, Dak's a good quarterback. He's a good fucking quarterback, but I don't think he's proved anything just because he hasn't been able to put a winning team together.
I don't
Now
think he hasn't won more than 9 games this season.
Well, now he can't.
Exactly.
That
And-
injury.
He's
It's
basically he's Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins has never won a game on Monday Night Football.
No, but
And
I mean,
and Dak can't perform.
Is that a real stat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's never won a Monday Night Football game.
yeah.
How you get paid $90 million can't win a game on Mondays?
Yeah.
But Dak, I don't know. I think
it's
they're gonna get rid of
Mondays.
him. I don't think they'll keep him.
I think
I can
It's-
see them going after a quarterback this draft.
yeah.
I can see them trying to get Justin Fields or even if Trevor Lawrence dips.
Jake Fromm.
Jake Fromm's he got drafted.
Oh, he did get drafted. That's right. The Bills.
He is on
right?
the Bills. I don't know why the
Yeah.
Bills got him.
Well, maybe they didn't think
Develop him
Josh.
and trade him?
Maybe they didn't think Josh Allen was going to be as good as he is.
He's performing.
Yeah. So we'll
Bills
see.
are 4-1 or something. Like that.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know. Maybe just make a trade. Get Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm was good as fuck
In
in
Georgia.
high school and in college. So, but Justin Fields was good. He got injured though, didn't he? He got re-injured.
Probably.
Spencer Rattler, who I think is a sophomore now, but he's barely starting this year. He's a good one. Trevor Lawrence, isn't he coming out of college this year or is it next year?
So he's a junior now.
Yeah. So he should be
they're
eligible.
Saying people are saying if Jacksonville gets the first pick, he should stay in college.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, no one really wants to go to Jacksonville. But I don't know.
They're the Knicks of the NFL.
I don't know, like, I haven't really, like, it's been a few years since I've been really into football. Honestly, that last season that the Eagles won and then they fell off, like, I haven't been into football as much since then.
Yeah.
But, like, this year, like, it's pretty competitive. There's teams doing good that you didn't really think were going to do good. Like, the Titans, I didn't think they were going to keep up their play from the playoffs last year. I didn't think they were going to keep doing good. Yeah, I mean, he's not fucking handing it off 50 times a game no more. He's actually throwing the ball.
When he is handing off, shit, dude. That fool stiff-armed the hell out of
Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry threw that dude.
Well, I mean, that man's fucking built, though. 6'3", what, 230?
He's like 240, yeah.
As a fucking running back? That's big as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I'd be scared if he was running
than the
that.
quarterback.
And he runs, what, 4'4", 4'5", 40?
I think so.
That's fast as fuck.
He was running like he was getting 2 touchdowns a game or some shit. Yeah. Something crazy. And he got 4 last year in one game.
Yeah. And then the Patriots, I'm not surprised the Patriots are still competitive with Cam Newton, but now that he's out, it's kind of like...
I watched the game. Well, he's coming back. He plays this Sunday.
Oh, does he?
He's cleared for practice for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, dude, they're so lucky they got Cam. Because they had Stidham.
He's
trash.
Yeah. The fact that they even said that they might start him was fucking trash.
They thought that was the future.
Yeah, no.
No.
But, I mean, you never know. It could be like a Jimmy G thing where he, never saw playing time. And then look at him now on the Niners. But, I mean, you kind of saw how that went.
Yeah. The Niners fell off so bad.
Yeah.
They're
I feel like the Niners are so, like... It's like
very
it's such a roller coaster ride with them because they'll have good ass seasons and then something fucking happens and they have so much talented skill players on their team but they just can't put it together.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The last game was very sad to watch. We had some dude that they signed on practice squad started him the next day, and that dude was getting beat every single play.
Yeah,
and then
fuck, dude.
They were saying Akilla Witherspoon. They're saying like he's. Dante Whitner said this. He said he's the softest dude on the team.
Sheesh.
And that him and Robert Saleh are the reasons that we lost. Because Akilla Witherspoon, he dressed, but was like, oh, I'm tight, I can't play. Towards the end, we're getting blown out. He's like, oh, I can play now. And you're just like, dude, you're stupid. Because he had a great rookie year, and then he just kind of sucked after.
Speaking of like Bay Area teams, like the Raiders beat the Chiefs.
I saw that. That was a good game.
Derek Carr finally fucking... He was showing flashbacks of like his second year in the league where he was fucking shit up that year.
Yeah.
So I mean that was kind of exciting to see.
That just shows like, I think a lot of people are gonna be watching that film when they're trying to beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
What they do because they were 4-1 now, right?
Justin Herbert had a good performance as a rookie.
I'm kind of cheering for the Chargers this season because I like to see him play, but. I feel so bad.
You think he's the best Oregon quarterback to come into the league in the past few years?
Yeah, Mariota fell off.
Mariota was good though his first few years.
Yeah, there was a kid. I thought he was gonna get drafted. I watched his tape when he was at Oregon. He did really well, and he never got drafted. He went undrafted, and I don't even know where he's at now.
Well, you said the best what?
Player at Oregon.
Quarterback.
Oh, Oregon.
Yeah.
University of Oregon.
The Ducks.
Yeah.
Well, they got some nice PEs.
Stupid.
Do they not?
No, they do. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The NFL's. I feel like this year was a good year for sports in terms of competitiveness.
I think Justin Herbert should be like 4-1 right now.
Yeah, the Steelers are doing good. Their fucking rookie wide receiver.
That kid, that 4 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, on the fucking Eagles. This shit's. No, but I mean, even before then, like he was performing well. So it's like him and Juju. That shit's gonna be scary.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Antonio Brown to come back into the league, but he
already
said he wasn't going to play.
His cases are still open, I think.
Oh, shit, really? Damn.
His 2 sexual assault cases or whatever.
Fuck, dude.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
It was like some chick that he was actually, like, it was his trainer, but like, they were messing around.
Is that the recent one? Not recent, but like the...
I think, yeah.
It was like a few months ago.
That was like his trainer.
Beginning of the year.
And then like they were fooling around.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Like, and then she's like, no, we weren't. You were like, did it.
They had like pictures and stuff, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
They had texts and whatnot, yeah.
That's weird. I mean, that's what comes with being famous.
Yeah.
The league's gonna be a crazy place when all these older quarterbacks retire.
All these what?
Older quarterbacks. It's not gonna be in a bad place. It's just gonna be like, okay.
Russell Wilson. Once Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, they probably have like another 3 years, maybe 4 years. But Russell Wilson, I feel like he has a good 5-6 years in him.
Well, he's only 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And if he plays like to the age that Tom Brady's playing, Tom Brady's what, 40, 41?
43.
Yeah, it's like, dude, if Russ can keep this like this kind of play up, I mean, that's a fucking dynasty already.
Did you see? People are saying that DK is the next Calvin Johnson.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I can see it
people were
with
saying,
his
like,
size.
People were saying like he's better than T.O. and like faster. T.O. is like,
I don't know about that.
he's good, but like,
yeah, that's saying a
it's all
lot.
love, dude.
I mean, even comparing him to Calvin Johnson's a lot too, though.
Yeah.
But I
think
mean,
it's 'cause they
could
just
see
throw it up. That's why.
Yeah, I could see him developing into that though, because he beats anyone regardless.
And he's only this second year in the league. He's
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
That dude was going crazy last year though.
Yeah.
His rookie year.
I think he did get cocky this year though. Like he had that one play where it was like I think it could have been like a 60-yard touchdown.
Oh no, DB
and
ran
he started celebrating, and that dude knocked it out of his hands.
Yeah, I forgot who that was.
So yeah.
Was it against the Colts? No.
I forget, bro. But I don't know. That Seahawks team is going to be good for a lot of years. For a lot of years.
As long as Russell Wilson's there.
Yeah.
And their defense, they just throw in pieces and they perform well.
Well, I feel like Pete Carroll knows what he's doing too, though. Like he has his system, you know. So I don't know. Good year for sports, I think.
Y'all know I used to be a Seahawks fan.
Were you really?
Stupid.
So like, you know how I bought Madden
This
last
year?
year? Was it that? No,
20.
It's one with Patrick Mahomes on it.
Last year.
So my first Madden and my last Madden before
Was it the Matt Flynn Madden?
it was Madden 08.
What the fuck?
And well, that's the only game I would play. And I was a Seahawks fan.
Matt Flynn was the quarterback then, right?
I don't know who that is.
So
I don't know football like that, all right? But
so unathletic.
I have a laptop. But Madden 08, and I was a Seahawks fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Seahawks won.
Oh no, Matt Flynn was on the Packers.
When did the Seahawks win? Back then, I think they won the Super Bowl back then.
2013.
No, before that.
I don't think they did.
I don't think they
Let me
did.
see. Seahawks
Stupid.
Super Bowl ring. I thought they faced the Niners or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Oh, it was probably the playoffs. Yeah.
Cut this out.
Huh?
You gotta cut this out.
Why? We're looking.
So much silence.
I know. Then keep talking, baby.
Stupid.
Baby.
What were you talking?
All right, sing for the camera.
Dumbass.
Matt Hasselbeck was the quarterback on that
Fuck
team.
that guy.
Matt, dang. Well, every time y'all talk about football, and I just hear the last names of these dudes, I just think of that Key and Peele skit.
Which one?
The one where they're just.
Oh, where they're naming off random ass football player names? That shit's hella funny.
Oh, because it's facts. What the fuck is that name you just said?
Matt Hasselbeck.
Key and Peele was funny as fuck though back then.
Oh yeah, and then now fucking.
Jordan Peele is just recording,
Well, I mean,
directing.
He's a good ass director though.
Yeah, but like
He's
that's
making
crazy to
some
go from that to that.
Yeah.
I feel like
But I mean, it
If
kind of
you
goes
have,
hand in hand.
like you have comedy that's
Yeah,
dark humor.
well, it's
Okay,
not
let me
even-
turn it into
well,
like
it's not even that. It's more so like they were directing their own skits.
He's
Like
very
they're the ones that
creative, yeah.
made their own
Yeah.
skits.
Wait, hold on real quick. The Seattle Seahawks won in 2006. So yes, I was a bandwagon.
They won what?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
They won a Super
My
Bowl
bad.
in 06?
Wait, my fault. Ignore me. They won the NFC Championship in 2006, 2014, and 2015. So I was still kind of a bandwagon.
So you what made you gravitate to the Seahawks? I like the colors.
Lightweight, to be honest. No, I didn't. I just thought it was cool. And
Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was his
I've
name.
never heard it.
Well, in 2008, how old were we?
Fan?
We were 11.
What, 08?
Yeah, we were 11.
13 years, yeah.
Leave me alone.
I guess.
You're bullying an 11-year-old right now.
I mean, you're 23 now.
But what were we talking about?
Football.
You were
Good
talking
sports.
about how you became a Seahawks fan.
No.
But we were talking about how he said it's a good year for sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about Key and Peele.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying like it's not that crazy that they went from
It's not they, it's Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Michael Keegan's doing.
Well, I just see him in movies. I see him in movies
Keegan
sometimes in some shows.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Keegan Keel. Some shit.
No, it's Keegan
Michael Keel. I don't know.
Michael Keegan. I don't fucking know.
Somebody tag him in this, and let's hope he sees this and lets us know how to say his name.
Stupid.
What?
Keegan,
so mean.
Keegan Michael Key.
There you go.
Are
you a fan?
Yeah. Ooh, speaking of it, Le'Veon Bell got released.
Yeah.
He performed terribly.
Yeah.
He was.
I mean, it's the Jets though.
Yeah, but he had a.
Excuse me.
He said, I don't think he said he would ever. He said like he would never play for the Jets, but they gave him like $55 million or some shit.
Yeah.
So
4 years.
Where do you want him to go?
I don't know.
I want him to go to the Patriots. Honestly, I mean,
I don't think he
given
would. They have great running backs.
Yeah,
James
but it's
White,
like
Tony Michel.
I think
Rex
he's.
Burkhead.
I think he'll fit in with Cam though, because it's like two people who are rejected. Like no one's gonna go for Le'Veon Bell. He's gonna be asking for too much money. And I think like being around Cam's gonna help him just with like that
It'd be like Christian
comeback
McCaffrey
mentality. Like, I think that'll help because like when he was playing on the Steelers, for sure the best running back in the league, debatably.
But I think he wanted to be paid like a wide receiver or something like that.
Yeah.
So do you think like it's kind of like in basketball where it's like situational?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like the situation you're in, like opportunity wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one wants to be on the Jets.
Yeah.
So do you think he played like that because of that, or do you think it was more?
No, the Jets just weren't a good team to be on.
They don't have a great offensive line. Sam Darnold's okay.
Yeah.
He still needs to prove.
He makes plays.
Joe Flacco, I think, came in for him.
Oh shit.
I think.
That's right, Joe Flacco. Yeah.
What team was he on before?
Joe Flacco?
The Ravens.
He was with right?
He was on the Broncos. And
See, I know my football, baby.
Stupid. That shit's hella long ago.
Yeah, he was on the Ravens and went to the Broncos. And was on the Jets.
No, but Sam Darnold makes plays here and there. He just doesn't have a good coach to develop him. Because it's, who is it, Adam Gase now?
Adam Gase is so garbage. He should never be coached.
Let me look it up.
It is Adam Gase. That man has won like 2 games.
That man, I remember when he first came in the league, as a head coach.
Wasn't he with the Dolphins?
Yeah, but when he first came in the league as a head coach, he was touted as like a fucking, like a quarterback coach. Like, a fucking quarterback guru who can make people, quarterbacks good.
Yeah.
And he's just not that,
I feel bad for these coaches because they'll be like, oh, I'm the best D-line coach, offensive line coach, linebacker coach, and then they're like, all right, try to be a head coach, and then they're just terrible.
Like the same thing goes with the Falcons coach that just got fired.
Mm-hmm. Dan Quinn.
Yeah, he was on the
Seahawks. He was defensive coordinator.
And he was doing stupid good, and then the Falcons took him on. He did good for a few years.
Went to the Super Bowl.
But then
they lost.
It kind of just fell apart. They couldn't close out games,
They blew, I think, a lot of double-digit leads this year.
Yeah.
It
was like 3
or 4.
Yeah.
They're up double digits and lost the game towards the end.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what their problem was, but they played good. Matt Ryan, still fucking solid-ass quarterback. He's still in that top tier of quarterbacks, in my opinion.
He still has Julio, so...
Yeah.
And
Julio Jones hasn't been performing, though.
I think he's been hurt.
Has he?
I think so. But he has Calvin Ridley. He has Todd Gurley. I forgot he was even on that team. I haven't seen him do much.
Yeah.
Who do you think... Okay. Do you think Carson Wentz is done in Philly?
I don't think so. I think this season... I think if Carson Wentz can kind of string together some wins and maybe just get to 8-8, I think he's salvageable. But I think he's just overthinking a lot of things right now. But given our O-line, for as star-studded as it is,
you don't think they're performing?
They're not performing to the way they should be. But given, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of injuries.
Probably.
So
I feel like that's this whole season for everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, though. It's kind of like our O-line is hurt every season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like even though we have this star-studded O-line,
they're not actually all healthy together.
We can't even be on the field to actually protect Carson Wentz, and that's the biggest thing for our running game. If we can't produce a running game with Miles Sanders,
that kid's good.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's gonna develop into a top 10 running back for sure. But if we can't develop a running game, there's no way we can be running all this play action thinking it's gonna work.
I think by week 9 or 10, if he's not doing anything, Carson Wentz, I think they'll bring in
Yeah, Jalen
Jalen
Hurts.
Hurts.
Yeah, I could see that. He's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
Is
he league ready? Maybe not.
He played all 4 years in college.
Didn't he? His third year, he got
hurt.
He went to a different team. No, he went to a different college to play his senior year.
Was he at Oklahoma? And then he went to Was he at? I think he was at Ohio, or Oklahoma. Then he went to. Was he at Bama? No, he wasn't at Bama.
Let's
From
see.
Ohio to Oklahoma.
But he had to leave because they didn't start him anymore. They
Well, he was killing at Ohio, and then I think Justin
Yes.
Fields came, and then he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah, because he was playing at Alabama
And then
his first 3 years, and then he went to Oklahoma.
That's what it was. It wasn't
Yeah,
Ohio.
yeah.
was
So,
Alabama.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's league ready yet, but
I think so.
he was a good quarterback.
I just think it's weird that they took him with a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah.
Like if you go for a
Well,
quarterback in the second round,
I think the biggest thing was just Carson Wentz's health.
maybe,
Yeah.
but like that early, that's crazy. Because if you get a 2nd-round quarterback, you're expecting him to start.
Yeah. Well, Jalen Reagor, who I thought was gonna be a good pick, he hasn't kind of panned out.
He's
I
hurt.
mean,
Right?
he's yeah.
You guys have injuries at all levels. It sucks.
Yeah. No, our fucking just fire the medical staff, bro. Whatever the fuck they're doing, fire them.
Did I keep
Who, the
it
Eagles?
Yeah.
You know who else is an Eagle fan?
Who?
Your boy. You dance.
Who?
You dance.
Oh, he's saying the dude that called you dance.
Oh, stupid. No, but I don't know. I think I don't know what the fuck's going on in the Eagles facility, but we're always fucking injured. But and it's like there should be some preventative care for that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if it's just fucking freak accidents or some shit.
I think everyone in the league's getting hurt because there was no preseason.
Well, yeah,
there was
they
no
couldn't
OTAs.
practice. They couldn't warm up for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of see. I mean, honestly, we'll fucking make the playoffs with 6 wins if we're being fucking honest.
I mean, without Dak there, yeah.
Yeah, we'll make the fucking playoffs with 6 wins. So I don't know.
Who's else in the division? Giants aren't gonna win anything.
No.
Wait, how do divisions work in football?
So there's
Because like Philly and Texas aren't like next to each other.
Yeah.
Is it not? Is it not?
Well, it's
divisional?
weird. It's weird because they're not.
Divisions
But
are in.
Washington, Dallas, Philly, and
New York.
the New York are in that division.
Yeah, the Giants.
Yeah.
So it's those 4. Like divisions, they're kind of
It's weird. Yeah.
So it's
weird.
not,
I
like,
couldn't
regional?
explain it to you.
It's hard to
honestly.
explain. So it's like, okay, so the NFC West is the Niners, the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Cardinals, which makes sense for the
Yeah, that
Rams.
makes sense.
But like the NFL NFC North is Minnesota, the Bears. Who else?
The Bears.
I forget.
Yeah, Chicago Bears.
Yeah, why? They're kind of east.
Detroit Lions and Packers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're kind of east though, isn't it?
Yeah. NFC, they're north, like the northern thing. So they try to do like
Regional.
yeah.
That's just confusing.
And so there's
It is fucking
there's
confusing.
32 teams, so there's 16 in each conference. So the NFC and the AFC.
Yeah.
It'd be so much easier if it was just like West versus East, like the NBA.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I never got
Well, no,
into
cause
it.
it's kind of like the NBA because NBA has like the little like the 4 teams that are in each thing. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, but like
Because like
you can't face someone in your division in the Super Bowl, right?
no, you have to. It's the best from the NFC and the best from the AFC.
So it's kind of like West versus East.
Yeah, so like AFC is the East and the NFC is
But
the
there's
West.
how many is there? Only NFC and.
AFC
AFC.
only. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 conferences or 2 division. No,
Yeah.
2
But that's weird
conferences.
because Philly and Cowboys are in what?
They're in the
NFC.
same division. In their
Yeah,
NFC.
See, that's kind of weird because like Texas is like.
Yeah, bro, that shit's just fucking mad confusing. I don't know.
It's hard to explain.
It's weird to me.
Yeah.
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 I never
But
thought about
I mean,
that.
yeah. I
That
don't
like
know.
it's super like it just comes to you, but like explain it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if we
difficult.
research this shit and really look it up, it'll make sense to one of us. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been into it like that, so
I just know it. No. You know who taught me it? I think Madden when I was little.
stupid.
Oh wait.
I think
No,
like 3.
stupid.
Madden 03?
I used to play on the original Xbox.
You're a day one fan.
Or 04 or some shit. Do you want to talk about Marreese Speights' tweet? We never talked about that.
Fuck that guy. Dead ass. I'll
you-
talk about it. I'm
you
gonna
just
go in
said-
on this motherfucker.
Alright, while he's looking at that, did you guys see the Nets jerseys? They look like one
Fire.
of each like Knicks
Wait,
jersey.
no, they're nice.
Yeah, they're
Wait,
dope.
the light blue one, right?
Yeah, but they
Well,
kind of
they're-
remind me of like wannabe Knicks.
Well, they're a
jerseys.
throwback.
Yeah, I guess so.
What's his name? Andrew, you probably know his name. The
What?
shooter from the Nets back in the day.
Shoot from the Nets back in the day. How
He passed
long
away in a
back
car
the day?
accident.
Damn, that's really sad.
He's a knockdown shooter, one of the best shooters in history. Forgot his fucking name. Why am I asking you? I have the laptop.
Yeah, but
Nets. Wow, I really was about to write net shooter. I think it's Peja.
oh, Stojakovic or some shit like that.
I want to say so. They have his jersey in 2K. I think. I don't know how to spell this. Anyways, it's that jersey. They had that jersey back then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fire. Kyrie's just dropped on Nike today.
You copping or what?
I think jerseys are a little expensive.
But that dude wasn't on the Nets though, was he?
He was. You're thinking about the one on the Kings.
No, but I'm pretty
His
sure
name is Petrus something.
Just look up. Sadly,
Yeah, see the one I
Petrovic.
said. The one I said was on the Kings, and then he went to the Pacers, Hornets, Raptors, Mavericks.
Yeah, his name is Darzin. Probably saying it wrong. Petrovic, shooter.
Petrovic.
He passed away at 28.
That's really sad.
That's sad.
Drazen Petrovic.
I don't know how to say.
Is that what it start with the D?
Bro, man,
Yeah.
that man old as fuck.
Wow, dude, he passed away.
My fault. Anyways,
He said he passed away at 28, and he said he's old.
Anyways, back to Speights. All right, so Marreese Speights, ex-Warrior, ex-Clipper, ex because he's not in the league no more, talking trash about LeBron.
hey, I mean, he played good though with the Warriors. Like he played good. He played his role.
Like I said in episode 2, if you're on the Warriors with Curry and Clay, it's kind of no way you can't fill your
You
role.
think so? Put Adrian's on that team. He's not doing shit.
Adrians?
Yeah.
Well,
He's not doing shit.
I guess we'll never know.
He's not doing shit.
I guess we'll never.
You know who was
He's a
really
good defender,
underrated?
though. He's a
We'll
good
go
defender.
back to the whole Marreese Speights thing. But you know who was
You guys are good.
really fucking underrated? Was David Lee, bro.
Oh, yeah, for
Those
sure.
years that, bro,
He's nice.
growing up, I wasn't a Warriors fan, but growing up watching the Warriors just because they're like on CSN and shit, you can watch the games whenever. Bro,
And Monte and everything.
Bro, David Lee, like, even in his last few years with, like, the random teams he was playing with like, the Celtics and the fucking... I think he was on the Knicks for a year.
He was on the Spurs.
Yeah, it's like, he was giving them buckets, and it's not like he was, like, fucking people up. It was just, like, the energy he was bringing.
That and fundamentals.
Yeah.
And he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Bro, his mid-range was nice as hell.
Yeah.
I really like how the Warriors, like...
Yeah.
finished his career with them. Like, they won the chip and they let him go
Mm-hmm.
because it was like he wasn't in their future. And then I forgot where they traded him to, but when he was on the Knicks too with Nate Robinson, he was nice as hell too.
And I don't know, I feel like that's not like what the league's about no more, like the whole fundamentals, mid-range, and that's why people like DeMar DeRozan is kind of going out.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, he was so fucking underrated.
Yeah. He's kind of like a Zebo.
Yeah.
But I think he's a lot faster than Zebo.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, Zebo kind of cultivated the culture in Memphis, though.
Yeah.
But like that bad boy, like defense, like, you know.
And then having Tony Allen there.
Yeah.
Like, they're grit and grind for a reason. But, like, I think David Lee, like, Zebo's a bigger name, obviously. But David Lee is, in my opinion, a much well-rounded player.
Yeah.
Because he could lightweight bring it up. He's one of the best passers in the league.
Yeah. David Lee was low-key one of those guys in the background who they're not going to do nothing flashy. They're not going to put up crazy-ass stats, but they get the job done.
Yeah.
And they contribute to the win night, like day in and day out. So,
Yeah, and that was their first chip, right?
yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of Warrior fans...
2015?
I think so.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm graduated.
Stupid.
But, like, I feel like a lot of Warrior fans forget the impact he had on that squad.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Warrior fans nowadays don't even know who that is.
Whoa. Yeah, they probably know more about...
Yeah.
They probably know about Marreese Speights more than David Lee.
Yeah.
Even though David Lee and Monte...
He built that team, honestly. Yeah.
He was a big vocal point of that team.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I mean, I feel like him being there, like, helped Steph, like, kind of develop, too.
yeah.
So, because he was, like, that leadership, like, guy that Steph didn't really have, because Monte was just talking shit about him the whole time.
Well, I mean, that's why they... When they traded Monte, bro, like, of course, in the fans' eyes, it looked bad. I just really hated how they booed on Chris Mullin's night.
Yeah.
Like, that... Like, I'm not even a Warrior fan, but, like, you gotta show some respect.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see especially if they're a losing organization at this point, and you boo.
Bro, it was like
legend.
fucking $20 to get into a game at
That's what I'm
this point.
saying. And it's like, dude, you're gonna boo a legend on his night just because they traded. How old was he back then? Like,
I forget.
he wasn't even like, he wasn't 30 yet, but he was like late 20s, maybe prime. But prime Monte is what? He's a good hooper, but to boo him on Chris Mullin's night, that's a no go. And I feel like feel like a lot of Warrior fans act like they never did that and now they love their boy Curry. But Curry is a hooper and everything, but they're just lucky that panned out.
Yeah.
Because they were going to trade him first, right?
Well, it was either him or Curry for oh my bad.
Bogut.
Yeah, Monte or Curry for Bogut.
Yeah.
And that's a good trade because it was a really good trade for the Bucks because Bogut was coming off like a broken leg.
It was like his elbow. That shit.
Yeah.
He came down. That shit was.
Yeah. Oh my bad. He broke his leg when he was on the Cavs for like two seconds.
Yeah.
That was really sad. That's hella sad. That
sad.
hurts.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and that just that's one of the reasons why I don't get along with Warrior fans because a lot of them really have that mindset.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess for Warrior fans, like their whole thing is kind of like, you know, and I'm not speaking for the whole Warriors fan base or whatnot, but for most of them at least, their whole thing is kind of like, we live in the Bay Area. We're not too into sports, but we kind of like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And the Warriors' atmosphere in like in Oracle and even in just like the fucking, what is it, the Chase Center?
Chase Center.
Like, bro, like I feel like that atmosphere is fucking crazy.
I mean, it was good and all, but don't you remember that dude that was sitting in front of us? And I was cheering for my boy Anthony Simons, however you say his name, because he was only
Simons.
Yeah, he was like, cause I kept screaming like he's only 19, 20 or whatever, but he's up next.
Yeah.
Follow my boy on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram. But that dude kept mugging me, remember? He was like,
but I feel like that atmosphere for sure, like especially if it's like your first basketball game or something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, Chase Center nice, but like that atmosphere at Oracle, like you can't fucking.
Well, Chase Center is expensive.
Yeah, but you can't fucking duplicate that atmosphere at Oracle, dude. Like that shit was crazy.
I think when it comes down to like arenas and fans.
Yeah.
The Lakers back, like we're talking back in the day.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers were up there, the Kings were up there. The Kings have been loyal forever.
Yeah.
That's surprising to me. I think the Kings have been through darker days than the Warriors.
Currently, in recent years.
No. Even like
in general,
they've never won a chip, right?
Yeah.
Like they got screwed 2002, 2001, whatever year that was against the Lakers, and like just losing like that. Never winning a chip. That team should have won a chip. It's that Kings team is on the same caliber as the Steve Nash run Celtics 7-second offense with Joe Johnson, Amari Stoudemire, all of them. Those two are the same teams where they should have won a chip.
Or Celtics or Suns? Suns. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
No. What?
I was confused.
Oh, did I say Celtics?
Yeah. You said Celtics.
Fuck, I'm a bandwagon, dog.
Stupid. No, but I mean that's kind of like the Kings' fault though, because their ownership always seems to fuck something up, right?
Yeah,
like they had their chance. They had their chance recently with Isaiah Thomas and Demarcus Cousins. They were just they like for some reason they always think they're in this win now mode when it's like, dude, like you have to fucking look at all these other organizations. Like it took Steph how many years to fucking develop into what he is.
Yeah.
You know, it took all these other teams like so many years to develop into these teams that they are now. Whereas it's like the Kings, for some reason, every year they're just like we need to trade for veteran players. We need to trade for skilled players. And it's kind of like, dude,
they don't let any player develop.
Draft someone and fucking develop them.
They signed Zebo that one year, like his last year in the league. Like, why?
Yeah, it's like I get like you kind of want him to go out and like, you know, have a good last season or whatever the fuck, and you want to have a veteran presence and teach these like young people to fucking, you know, be defensive minded.
They have Vince Carter one year, huh?
I think so.
Oh, what the heck?
But it's kind of like, what's the point, dude? Like, you don't need him.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, and that goes back to the Demarcus Cousins trade. They traded for Buddy Hield, and their Vlade Divac was all like...
that, yeah, he said he's the next Steph Curry or whatever the fuck.
But then it turns out they were wrong about Buddy Hield's age this whole time.
Yeah.
That man is like 26 now, and they thought he was like 2 years younger.
Yeah.
That's crazy because Cousins is how old?
I think he's 28.
28, 29?
Fuck, dude, I don't even know.
I think he's like 29.
He is 30. He just turned 30 in August. But see, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah,
4
like
years
at that
off.
point, what's the point? And it's like even Demarcus Cousins' last few years in like SAC, he was still performing good as fuck. Like imagine Demarcus Cousins with De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Dude.
And that'd basically be him and John Wall.
Yeah, and it's kind of like even then, like I get it, you have Marvin Bagley, but it's kind of like Marvin Bagley, like in my personal opinion, he's never going to be what Demarcus Cousins was.
That's the type of thing teams need to realize is, sure, you have this player, but you don't get rid of a stone cold like this player can get me wins and put up numbers just because you think this prospect is gonna work out.
But I mean, like, they kind of treated Demarcus Cousins like how the fucking 76ers and the Timberwolves treated Jimmy Butler, where they're like, he has too much of an attitude, he's toxic in the locker room. When I mean, you kind of look at what Jimmy Butler did, like, with the Heat this year, like, he proved everyone wrong. It's kind of like, yeah, he might have butt heads with hella people, and he might not, like, he might be stubborn in his ways. But it's kind of like once he found that team that kind of like really supported him and you know, went behind him. Yeah, it's kind of like.
But see, that's different because like Jimmy Butler, best two-way guard in the league.
Yeah.
Demarcus Cousins, like you said earlier, top 3 center in his prime. Those dudes are the head of your franchises. What's the difference between them acting like that, being hotheads, being whatever, when they're backing it up? But then, like, if Kobe, Michael Jordan act that way, it's like
they're competitive.
You gotta respect them because that's their mentality. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like teams that do that shit, like, I don't know. I don't feel bad for them when they don't perform or when they don't like live up to the expectations that they have for themselves or that their fan bases have. Because it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, the 76ers have a fucking star-studded like lineup. But it's kind of like they're all old. You know, they're all kind of not on their way out, but they're not in their primes no more.
Wait, right now?
Yeah.
You think they're like digressing?
The 76ers?
Yeah, like you got Embiid and Simmons, who, don't get me wrong,
they're young. 2
good-ass stars. Their play styles don't mesh.
Well, the way I see it is you got to get shooters around Simmons.
Yeah.
Would
you not say they have that already? Because Tobias Harris was a shooter.
Yeah, but that's not his. That contract doesn't match him.
Yeah. But I mean, the way he was performing the year that they signed him, he was performing.
Sign him to a shorter deal.
Yeah.
You got to sign him to a shorter deal or sign and trade.
Then,
you got to do what you got to do.
What's his name? Josh Richardson?
Yeah.
He was a shooter.
He's a good 3-and-D player.
Yeah. But it's like they're just not performing.
Yeah.
And it's like they're not in their prime no more.
But then that doesn't make sense because you signed Al Horford. Sure, he could shoot it, but it's like
you're not playing him.
I think that came to the point where it's like who's a player like when Kobe was in the league, they signed Ron Artest because he would butt heads with him. They signed Matt Barnes because he would butt heads with Kobe. Yeah. It's kind of like Al Horford. I'm not gonna say he stopped Embiid in the playoffs. He stopped them whenever they played, but like that's one of the dudes that would hold Embiid.
Yeah.
And it's like you signed that dude so you don't gotta deal with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like to that contract, it don't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think Embiid could be on the way out. Like he might request a trade if they don't do nothing this season or even this offseason.
I mean, it depends because Elton Brand already ruined their future.
You think so?
Like I respect Elton Brand. He's a good player.
He was a good player.
But and I think he was on the Clippers too.
Was he? He was on the 76ers for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why he runs them.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he was on the Clippers. Like he's a dope ass player. He's good. But he ruined their future. He traded Landry Shamet.
Oh, Landry Shamet.
And then right? he traded for Tobias. That trade was for Tobias. He paid Tobias, paid Al Horford. I don't know what the Sixers are gonna do. They got Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction. Championship coach. I don't know about a 3-1 lead, but can you believe that? He's the only coach in history
to lose that many.
I think he lost 3.
Yeah.
Like 3-1 leads. That's crazy.
It happens. That's what happens when you can't make adjustments on the fly.
Yeah.
You know, because the Nuggets, they were making adjustments mid-game. They were making adjustments at halftime. And it's kind of like the fact that Doc Rivers can't call a timeout, make an adjustment then and there, and then, you know, call it a day. They had three chances to fucking put the Nuggets away.
Do you think it's because of his coaching style and like what he's trying to run? Like you can't really adjust. You think stick to this.
Well, here's the thing, right? He takes a big part of the blame, but another part is going to be Paul George.
Kawhi too. He didn't play up to par.
Yeah, Kawhi was shooting bad, but here's the thing, right? Like you kind of pair everything that's going on around Kawhi. No one's fucking performing. So Kawhi, like, he took it on himself to perform and try and carry the team, which, if you ask me, Kawhi had a better team with the Raptors than he did this year with the Clippers. Like, in terms of, like, supporting role players, playing their role. Like, he might have had a better superstar next to him with Paul George, but that Raptors team was so much more filled out.
Their chemistry.
They kind of proved that, too, because they made playoffs without Kawhi there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think like a big part is on Doc Rivers for not being able to game plan better and make adjustments. But another part is just on their stars not performing. Like, I think the Clippers were so enveloped in their own, like, we're a superstar team. We're going to the finals already, no questions about it. And they just got too laxed, you know? And I feel like the Lakers were kind of heading down that road, but I feel like the fact that they have LeBron kind of helped.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, like I said earlier, the Clippers and the Rockets are both. Wait, hold up. The Clippers have Ty Lue. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Like, the Rockets might get Ty Lue, but like if the Clippers promote Ty Lue, they ain't winning nothing.
No, I don't think Ty Lue's a good coach.
Neither do I.
Ty Lue was Ty Lue because of LeBron.
Tyrone Lue.
But Ty Lue was Ty Lue because of LeBron. David Blatt.
LeBron brought him to Cleveland so he can control the team. He's like, oh yeah, you're just a placeholder. I'm actually gonna run it.
Yeah, David Blatt or whatever the fuck his name was. He won a chip because of LeBron. Look at him now. He's fucking coaching overseas, if I'm not mistaken, or something.
He didn't win.
Huh?
He got fired.
Yeah, because he couldn't perform when LeBron wasn't there no more. And he still had Kyrie. He still had Kevin Love. He still had Tristan Thompson. And it's kind of like, Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson aren't superstars anymore, but they're pretty fucking good role players. And you have Kyrie, who proved that, you know, he can carry the Nets. So, I don't know. I think a lot of these coaches that coach LeBron are not real coaches.
They're just like placeholders. They have the coaching.
Which I think, given his coach now, Frank Vogel, I think he's the only real coach that LeBron had. But the only reason being, But then again, LeBron didn't even like Spoelstra. There was reports that he wanted to get him fired, and that's why they had the whole falling out.
But I think he wanted to get Spoelstra, if those reports are true. I think he wanted to get Spoelstra out because he's a real coach. Yeah. Like he
didn't have the control.
He wasn't a yes man, you know, and that's what a player like LeBron needs. He doesn't need a yes man. He needs someone who's gonna challenge him. That's why I think Frank Vogel is a good coach for him. Yeah,
but Frank Vogel, given like he already had hella experience under his belt, like especially when he was on the Pacers, going up against LeBron and that Spoelstra like Heat team, like I think he proved already that he was a good ass coach.
I think that's why LeBron respects him.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he knows what he can do.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, because that Pacers team was giving LeBron problems every fucking year. That Paul George. I
thought they were going to do something when Paul George was there.
Yeah.
LeBron, the Heat were always there. LeBron and the Heat were always there.
Yeah. I know, but Paul George hasn't been the same since. Also, that injury.
Well, I mean, his injury.
Well, Roy Hibbert, too. What happened to him? He went to the Lakers right after the Pacers. I don't know what the hell all that was about. And then he went to the Hornets, I think. What's up with Michael Jordan with this, bro? I don't know what Michael Jordan did.
Michael Jordan was a good player, not a good motivator or coach or anything.
Well, he drafted Michael Kidd Gilchrist number 2.
Yeah.
But he was my favorite player out of the draft. I hate to say it, but
stupid. No, but saddest story I think for me was fucking Andrew Bynum, bro.
Oh, I know.
That man, if he could have stayed healthy, dude, he for sure would have been the best fucking center.
He just lost motivation
for so many years.
Lost motivation.
Yeah.
And then he went bowling.
He was fucking up Shaq though. Like, when they played against each other, he was fucking up.
That video of him throwing the elbow was hella funny, dude. Like, God, relax.
And he was young as fuck. He was, 19, 18 probably, coming into the league? Yeah. Bro, he for sure would have took over the league at the center position for so many years. But the fact that he couldn't stay healthy and stay on the floor, I don't know, man. That shit's just sad.
Well, I mean, that big blockbuster trade between Lakers, Sixers, Magic.
Well, he never even ended up playing for the Sixers.
Yeah, because he went bowling and he grew out his hair. And then, but yeah, I mean, you were going to say something.
You never read us your tweet.
Oh, Marreese Speights.
Yeah, we started talking about Marreese Speights and then David Lee and then it's trickled down.
He posted.
He said, fuck you, and then we never heard why.
So he posted on Twitter, he was like, it's a photo of Michael Jordan and Kobe, like when they won their chips. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, back then we used to celebrate 3-peats. Now kids are out there celebrating 4 titles in 10 tries and call it greatness. And then his caption is just the messenger. Like he's trying to say he's just the messenger. Mm-hmm. And then
didn't he change up and was like, oh, I respect LeBron?
Well, he this dude on Twitter, Brandon Scoop B. That's his thing. It's like he's like a insider. I don't know. I don't know how. That's what I'm looking for. How
he's credible.
Yeah, how credible he is. But says just got off the phone with Mo Speights. Mo Speights shared with me, I'm not hating on LeBron. He's a great player. For me to play against Kobe and Bron, it's like night and day. You got to be respectful of Kobe and MJ's name. And I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with anything that you just said?
Yeah.
Why don't you put respect on Bron's name? You know,
Yeah.
like you can respect everybody.
I guess I get it though, because he's just saying kind of like, I guess like consistency and just like, you know, Kobe and MJ. I mean, I wouldn't say carried most years because Kobe had fucking Shaq and Pau Gasol.
But Pau Gasol gets no credit.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. But he was such a fucking good role player.
Bro, hold on. You know what pissed me off?
No.
They were showing the Lakers duos.
Yeah.
They went from like Magic, Kareem, they went blah, 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 blah. Then Kobe and Shaq, and then they skipped straight to LeBron and AD. And I was all like,
that's crazy.
what the hell, Pau Gasol?
Yeah.
Like,
dude, he was so fucking good.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, I get it, because like there's definitely a big fucking difference in three-peats and then winning 4 titles in 10 tries. Because trying to three-peat is so much harder.
Yeah,
like not only
consistency, but he's been there 10 times. That's pretty consistent.
Well, no, it shows consistency, but it's just kind of like consistency and winning, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But then again, like you can go into the whole debate of like who's playing harder teams, you know, and blah blah. And it's like that debate's never gonna end because the game is so different from when MJ and Kobe was. You know, MJ was playing such a different game. Kobe was playing such a different game.
Well, LeBron
and it's
in
like,
the East didn't have competition, but then he came to the West and won. So does that make a difference?
Do you think he didn't have competition back then?
In the East, not like.
I think he had competition. Why you think? He lost to Dwight and the Magic and didn't play Kobe in the finals.
Well, I mean, Dwight back then was fucking dominating everyone.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How come we don't hold that as like a thing? Like they stopped him.
My thing was that
I don't respect those players enough and bring it up.
Yeah. My thing was that LeBron had very winnable series.
Okay.
You know, and I think what a lot of people expect from him being the chosen one and being the best player ever and blah blah whatever they expect to win, and it's kind of like the fact that I mean he only won 4 out of 10 tries. It's like I guess they don't hold him to that standard.
The people's expectation was higher than like they thought. Like they had it higher than what he probably had.
Who?
Like he wasn't saying I'm the greatest player of all time.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
Well, he did say that when he beat the Warriors 3-1 when he came back 3-1.
I'm talking about like when he was like 17 though.
Oh, okay.
Like when he was 17, like this kid's gonna be the greatest.
Yeah,
kid ever.
but then again, you kind of got to blame the media and like all the sports.
But
no, I'm saying like it's not personally his fault.
But back to what I was saying about how like people when Kobe and Michael Jordan have this mentality to them. When Kobe was 17, he said, "I want to be the best. I want to be the greatest of all time." If LeBron says that. Bro, that man cocky. Yeah. Like it's like I'm not like this. Like all these takes are even before Kobe passed away, you know. And it's like that doesn't make sense to me because it's like it's just to me it's like you just hate LeBron.
Yeah.
You know, because like this says it right here. You gotta be respectful of Kobe and MJ's name. Like put some respect on LeBron's name.
Yeah.
Just because I think it's kind of like how Isaiah Thomas and them lost to Michael Jordan. Vice versa. Michael Jordan lost to Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boy Pistons.
And they never let him on the Olympic team.
Yeah, they didn't let him on the Olympic team. But, like, they don't say Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. Like, Karl Malone doesn't say that.
Yeah.
But, and same thing. LeBron beat Marreese Speights in the finals when he was on the Warriors. It's like they hold a grudge.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I think late years later, like, I think it'll be easier to kind of it'll be easier to kind of debate who's the greatest just because the game's still changing. And
LeBron's still playing.
Yeah, but I don't see like I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see anyone in the league right now that's like
ever gonna be that level.
The next one up in terms of like being on LeBron's level, Kobe's level, MJ's level. Not right now in the league. AD was supposed to be that.
Yeah.
And it's like I for a few years I thought like fuck dude he's really gonna take over the league, but then like he just kept getting injured and he could never stay healthy. And I feel like if he could have stayed healthy and you know could have proven that he could carry that Pelicans team like through the playoffs, like I feel like he probably could have been put up there. But like the fact that he couldn't prove anything like that, like I don't see anyone in the league right now that's kind of like the face of the league. I mean in terms of like
next up
changing the league, like you could debate Steph, but like you can't put him in that go conversation.
Jordan won his first ring when he was like 30.
I want to say
it was like his 5th season or some shit. 5th or 6th season.
No, I think he was like 28. Michael Jordan
first ring. Because You're saying that, but AD's 26. Jordan's thing, the thing they were saying about Jordan was like, he's great, but he's not winning games or winning chips. So, like, after LeBron leaves, do you think AD could be turned into that player if he just stays healthy?
No.
You
I think AD proved this playoff that he can't stay healthy. Because look at the games he was playing. He kept getting hurt. And he played through them, don't get me wrong, which, you know, someone of his caliber and in the finals, you kind of expect them to do.
Yeah.
But he was getting hurt every fucking game. You know? And it's kind of like his durability, like, it's not there. So
I think if he starts taking care of his body like LeBron does, he could.
Yeah, but who's to say he's not, you know?
I don't know if he's spending $1 million a season on himself.
I mean, the way I see it is that AD just won his first chip. You never know.
He could develop into that type of player.
Yeah, especially with LeBron by his side. Like,
it was his 7th year. He
how'd you find that
drafted in 1984.
He won in 91.
And then he won in 91.
How old was he?
Just look up how old he was.
I want to say he
was
went
drafted.
I want to say he went 4 years in college.
He did go 4 years in college.
So he was 20. So he was about 30.
I don't know, bro. He was like, I don't know, 28, 29.
See, like,
that.
it's just weird to me because, like, I'm a big Michael Jordan fan.
Yeah.
But I'm a big Michael Jordan fan, but it's like, all we see is the tapes.
Yeah.
Born 1997.
You weren't able to experience
Am I going to remember like that?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, all I have is tapes. Nowadays, you see LeBron. You saw Kobe going through ups and downs. We didn't see Michael Jordan go through ups and downs. If social media was as big as it is right now, when Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls lost to the Magic, when I want to say Nick Anderson picked them, and it was a close-out game. I want to say like they were up maybe or like down 1 and he got picked, lost in the game. If that was right now, Michael Jordan would never hear the end of the day of it.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't.
So it's like, it's just really unfair.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like you never know, and it's just that debate's gonna go on for however fucking long.
The debate about who's the greatest.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but it's like,
if it's about rings, then there's.
Fuck the rings, man.
No, but that's what people say. That's
so
what
rings. I think rings matter to an extent of like, you know, you've proven you can win. You've proven that you do this shit. You know. Well, okay. But after a certain amount of rings, I think it's more so just like your dominance and your consistency.
Well, Bill Russell got 11.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Bill Russell, although he contributed to his rings, it's kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, he had a good ass team around him.
It's like Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They're both good players. People say Bill Russell is the best defensive center of all time. Who knows? I got no tape on that. I don't watch that. But Wilt Chamberlain apparently has the highest vertical of all time. Don't know. Don't got the tape on that. But it's like,
yeah, like there's no proof of him dropping 100. But there's a picture of him.
I think there's a few clips, but it's like in like you know what I'm saying?
Choppy,
like,
black and white.
Like it's like photo moving, you know?
Yeah.
And then that looked hella weird. But like those, I'm not gonna say those championships don't count, but it's like you said, they hold a certain weight on it. Like people trying to say that this Lakers chip is an asterisk on it or whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, like back then, like you look at the type of people fucking
like
Will was playing, and the people that fucking you know, like, bro, they're not hoopers. Like a lot of them weren't hoopers, but you know, they were still good hoopers
they're like
at the
that
time.
Just play on the weekends or something.
But that's the thing. That's why it's so hard to like do that debate, is because like
playing in the NBA on the weekend.
Stupid.
No, just like playing because like.
Yeah.
You can, and you're getting paid.
Yeah.
It's like runs at like the gym or something. Yeah, it's like, I'm on team.
No, but that's the reason why that debate is so hard. Like, and why it'll never finish is because, like, that era, this era, like they're too hard to compare. You're never gonna be able to compare apple to apple. You know. Yeah. So it's kind of like you have, like, to me, like you have the GOATs of specific eras. Like LeBron right now is the GOAT of our era. Like, you know, that's not debatable. You know, you can put KD up there, you can put Steph up there, and for some people they might be the GOAT. For other people, they're just really skilled players who outplayed LeBron. Yeah. But right now, it's not debatable that that LeBron is the GOAT of this era. You know, from 2010 after. So our camera died, so I think we're just gonna call it a wrap on episode 3. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Episode 3 of Let Us Live podcast. Follow us on IG, Let Us Live podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We have Visual already up. This is going to be our second visual, so we're kind of trying to get into a few more things for y'all. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you.
Later.
So